Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to create a new project using a Windows form. To begin, let's open up Visual Studio. So I'll click on my Start menu and then locate the Visual Studio icon. So I have got Visual Studio 2019, so I'll click on that. When you launch Visual Studio, you are presented with this interface. So you're given the option to sign in if you've got an account. If you haven't got an account, there's a link here to create one. I've got an account, but I don't want to sign in at the moment. So I'm just going to click not now, maybe later. If this is the first time you are launching Visual Studio after the installation, you are given an option to select a theme. So the default theme is blue. If you want a dark theme, you can select dark or you can select light, but you can always change the default theme anytime you like. I'm going to accept the default and click Start Visual Studio. When Visual Studio launches, in the menu options here on the right, there is a link to create a new project. So click on this link. Visual Studio gives you templates that you can use to create applications. I want to create a new Windows form project, so you can either type it in or just scroll through. When you do a Windows form search, you are presented with different templates. The option we want is the first one here that says Windows form. So in this drop down where it says all languages, click on that, select C#. That's the programming language we want. And where it's got all platforms, click on the drop down, select Windows, select the template that says Windows Form, click on that. And on the bottom here, click Next. You are then presented with a Configure Your New Project window. The project has a default name, which I'm going to change. So I'm just going to get rid of the default name and give it a name of my choice. I have renamed the project name. I've called it MathQ. Tells you the location of the project. So if you're looking for the project, that's where it's going to be stored on my computer. So your destination may be different on your computer. Accept all the other defaults and just click on the Create button. Once the project has been created, it also adds a form. So this is the form that we're going to use to house the application. So you can see the form is selected because you've got all these square dots around the form. That enables you to see the properties of the form, which you can see here on the right hand side. At the moment, the text property for the form is called Form 1. You can see that here. So I'm going to click on that to change the name of the form. So I'm going to get rid of the default name and give it a name of my choice. So I've given it a name called Maths Quiz. So if I press enter on my keyboard, it changes the name on the form. You can see here it says Maths Quiz. Once you have your form selected, you can change any property. You can even change the size. For example, the size at the moment is 604 by 489. So if I want to give it a different size, I can come here and change that. So I'm going to change this to 500 by 400. As you can see, the form has been resized from the property page. You can also resize the form using the square brackets here. You can see the squares there, there, and there. So if you want it to be wider, you just drag that. If you want it to be higher, just drag this one down, and that will increase the height. So if you use this to resize, the value here in the property page will change to reflect the resizing. So inside the form property, while I've got the form selected, there is an option here that says Form Border Style. At the moment it says sizable, which means anybody can resize it. So I'm going to click on the drop down and select the option that says Fixed 3D. There is another property. This will prevent the user from maximizing or minimizing the form. At the moment, the value is set to true. So I'm just going to click on the drop down, change that to false, and the minimize box I'll leave that because I want them to be able to minimize the application if they want to, but I don't want them to maximize the application window. So the fixed 3D basically gives the form. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.